Hello, everybody. This is round two this evening. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And tonight, gold, silver, platinum, palladium. Where are the wealth builders at with the equities as well? These should be on your radar going forward. And welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Stop struggling now, gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Please share the videos because you never know who's out here needing information, who unsuspectingly needs this information, or who's not even looking for it at all. Because once again, the metals market has lit on fire. Somebody lit that match. It's this administration devaluing the currency, the rest of the world pumping into gold, silver, precious metals, and therefore you should have a few or a little bit of those pieces as well. And also, cryptocurrencies today took a little dip. Keep in mind, this has a lot to do with the stability of our economy. We're going to have a PCE. All right. This is what the Federal Reserve uses to reduce interest rates. And there's already one Atlanta Fed Reserve Board member that says do not expect another cut this year. I would say they should raise the rate back because inflation is not going down. And they have already let open the can of whip ass that's about to happen upon the American people. So therefore, let's get into it tonight. We have Lavelle Israel in the house. Welcome once again to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Very, very happy to see you once again. And the tagline is stock market's going up, money bags. And yes, I see the chart. That's right. That's what we're dealing with now, ladies and gentlemen. You have to start being the CEO of your life. Don't let these guys run your 401ks without your input. Don't let them run your brokerage accounts without your input. It's not very hard what's going to happen right now. The stock prices maintaining somewhat of an equal playing field today, no surprise, because now people are waiting for the PCE report and other reports that's going to be coming out in the next, 5 days. You should be paying attention as well. Let me see who else is in the house. Mr. Law of Compensation is here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being in the house once again. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Another investors in the house. Peace. SSN fam is his tagline this evening. That's what we're talking about. Gold going up now. Yes, overnight it was spectacular. It went crazy. All of you who was trading the gold yesterday, it's in the upper 3700s today from the upper 3600s. It moved dramatically. Unfortunately, as you guys know, I am waiting on my latest deposit. So I was not using the bot. I wasn't even in the market last night, but there's a reason. You guys, I actually went to church yesterday and I had to wake up at 6:30 in the morning. That's right. I went to this early service. So last night at midnight or 10 p.m. at night, I wasn't up to par to be doing any trading on the gold market on the London Stock Exchange, which it was going bananas. It would have been a great day, but unfortunately, I was not in it. But anyhow, Mr. Law of Compensation, one of the OGs, being my friend. Thank you so much for being in the house too. Let's go, he says. That's what we have to do. 378.80, and it keeps rising. 3748.8 exactly. It was in 3680-ish numbers, I believe. Yes, well, let's call it Friday night. But it started early, the rise, and it just kept ticking up and up and up. It would have been a great night. It started last night around 2200. So what is that? 10? Yeah, 10 p.m. Pacific, which would have been 1 a.m. And it started ticking up in a beautiful pattern. That would have been a great night. But nevertheless, that's what we're talking about here is XAU versus USD, currency pairs for Forex type of trading. And if you were doing that, congratulations. Everybody that has the bot, congratulations. Everybody that was doing their own trading, congratulations if you were doing gold USD. So therefore, God bless. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And also, Mr. Law of Compensation has now decided to start using his YouTube channel a little bit differently. So go over there and show some love by hitting his profile pic and then hitting subscribe button, all notification bells, any way you can help him. That helps us. We got to help our fellow SSN Nation members. Now, let's look at some of the numbers because I didn't do that because I got sidetracked by some other news that I was not checking out earlier today, which was pretty sad. But I did find out the news about one of the the federal board members said they are not increasing interest rates. Or shall I say, he would be voting not to decrease the interest rates, and he's voting. I don't know if he's going to vote to increase them, but they're going to wait on the PCE number, and I guarantee you the PCE number has went up. By the way, all of who actually was paying attention on Wednesday and Friday and Monday of last week when we were saying blue chip stocks. Did you guys see what happened with the blue chip stocks? Did you see that today? Nvidia, Apple, they popped, right? A little bit, right? You guys got to love that. You got to love it when a plan comes together. Okay? So all of you sitting on the sidelines not believing that the blue chip stocks are the favorite. They're the ones the government is actually backing. The Nvidias, the Apples, they're all paying homage to the government, and the government's helping them. What can I say? This is not rocket science. All right, Tesla's getting help. Everybody's getting help that needs to get help. The oligarchs, the Oracle, they're getting help. So all of these companies are getting help and it's performing flawlessly. And I believe it's going to continue to go that way. So you guys are going to have a lot to worry about and deal with in this upcoming next week or two or three. But it's pretty much known around the world that gold, silver, platinum, palladium, you might want to hold a little bit of it. And I don't mean the stock portions of it, unless you actually are going to hold gold itself, silver itself. And I'm not talking about physical, because physical is one thing. You have to go down there and buy them from the dealer. The other way is you can actually buy the derivative online of gold, silver, platinum, palladium as well. So keep that in mind as an option, an opportunity for you if you don't want to go get the real ones. All right. So there you go. Looking, looking, looking. So I want to know, what do you guys think? I have a lot of investors in this house, in the SSN Nation. Let me know what you guys are thinking is going to happen when they start talking about what the Fed's going to do. And oh, by the way, the things that we thought would happen because the dollar is down, 4.15, the US 10-year yield started going back up. It was at 4.0. It even hit 3.99 about 10 days ago. It's back to 4.15, which is not good for mortgage people. This has some effect on your mortgage. So if you're thinking about getting a new home, you might want to just pump the brakes a little bit. because your mortgage is going to be 4.15 plus whatever premium they add on it, unless you want to buy down your rate and pay thousands of dollars to buy down your rate for 1 year, which is it really worth it? I don't know. But all I'm saying is it really worth buying a home if you don't already have one? You should probably not do that either when you don't know what insurance rates are going to be or property taxes year over year. Just saying, it's very, very bad out here, ladies and gentlemen. But did you guys think about the VOOs, the VTI, the VOOG? Remember those pen, pad, and papers. You guys need those. All right. So just keep that in mind. Applied Materials popped, Oracle popped, Teradyne popped. Again, we're talking about blue chip stocks all popped, which isn't, well, if you call 5%, 6%, 10% in one day, I call that a nice little pop, right? Because if I can get that in one day and we can keep moving up, even if it's just a half a point for the rest of the year, for the next 4 or 5 months, at least we're getting 10% on our money in half a year. Not even that, a quarter of the year. So September, October, November, December, we only have 4 months left almost. And you have 1 year and 3 months to go to get your debt in order, to get your credit in order, to get all of that in order. Because when this thing blows, you will be able to take advantages by holding assets that you can borrow or trade against, and buy more assets when there's blood in the streets. That's what you're preparing for, just so everybody understands. All right. There's going to be blood in the streets. It's not going to be now. It's not going to be down. All right. So that's all you guys are going to have to think about. And that's what we're going to be talking about. Now, we got to help some people, right? We always got to help some people. DIM Pals, another investor, is here. Another person that deals with the stock market who's been doing the salsa dance. All of you who have dividends, weekly dividends that have been distributed either Friday or Monday, you're doing the salsa dance. DIM Pals, good evening, everyone, is his tagline, and welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he says, I smashed the like button. He gave it a 1 piece. You guys know we love it. And NVIDIA option play exploded today, 200%. See, this is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Investors are in the house. Blue chip stocks once again. And he took the NVIDIA route. Oh, I knew you loved the NVIDIA route today because I was just looking at it. 0.643, 0.93%. So that was up from 177. Because I bought back in at 177 because I told you guys that was my exit previously because I took my profits and my dollar cost average is still below 177. Can you believe that? And where our target market is still over 200 to 250, $17. So I will explain to people again, if you would have purchased in it, like let's say 150, 160, 10% at 160 is $16. Okay. So 176 is 10%. But if you bought it at 160, what's 20%? That'd be $32 more, right? So that means 192 is 20%. Most people will be happy with 20% returns annually, right? So it could still happen. We're not at 190 yet, or 192. We're at 183. So just think about this over the next 4 months. It's probably going to happen, but we're all going to find out. But again, Apple moved up 4.3% in one day. So again, all these things we've been talking about for the last week, blue chips and everything, all of a sudden they started popping. There's a reason. They're the ones that have the money to buy assets. So they can buy up competitors. They can buy up new technology. They don't have to develop it themselves. So they can buy into companies and give them money so they can be set aside themselves, work on their own, and create whatever they need for their companies in the future. And again, all these companies I mentioned, Teradyne, Oracle, Applied Materials, Apple, NVIDIA, all of them, they have huge advantages. All right. Especially when you work with the government. So just keep that in mind. So we're talking about a lot of different moving pieces tonight. But thank you so much, DIM Pals, letting us know option trading is possible. It's a beautiful thing. All right, EV Place. Another investor is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And I know you were doing the salsa dance as well today on all kind of fronts. He brings his tagline in this evening. Good evening, everyone. Button also smashed another one piece. And whoever watches this, make sure you guys, we do have our membership reopened. In case you want to become a member of the channel, I'll be adding some other things this week into the membership program. We are now monetized again here on YouTube and other places. This is very, very interesting without even nothing but a notification. Didn't even say sorry, Eric. Didn't say nothing. Didn't say sorry. Oh, look here. We have the first return, first membership, post-retirement travel just became a member. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much for that. And he also brings his tagline, another investor, another retiree, another Mr. Worldwide 2 is going on tour starting. I don't know when. You're going to have to tell us because I think it's coming up soon in the next 2 weeks when he brings his tagline. Hello, all. Let's do this. That's what we do here, ladies and gentlemen. We give it to you. Just remember, make sure you have your pen, pads, and papers ready because you never know what's going to happen. Anybody go look at VOO, by the way, as well? VOO holds a lot of these stocks that just pop 4 and 3 and 5 and 6% today, 12%. It's in their portfolio. I'm pretty sure that stock VOO rose today. I'm pretty sure that SPY probably went up a little bit as well. So once again, opportunity knocks, and thank you so much. Post-retirement travel becoming the first member of the new membership. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. All right. Post-retirement travel. Eric, just so you know, for some reason I had to rejoin your channel so I could see the chat. Did that happen to the others? No, I don't believe so. This is not on member only, but I appreciate you joining. But no, that is strange. Everybody else could see the chat, so there must be some setting that I don't know about. That is weird. That is weird, and weirder because that shouldn't have happened. No, nobody else had to join. You're the first one that joined on the new situation. I guess they wiped all the other members off, which is when they demonetized me, they took everybody out the system. So you're the only one. So, and first one actually for the new membership. So there must have to be some sort of reward for that, right? There has to be. There's always got to be a reward for being the first. All right. It's got to be something. So, anyhow, let me know when you're going on the Mr. Worldwide Tour trip. The Worldwide Tour 2 with Familia. Let me know because now we're talking about the other equities, the gold, the silver, the platinum, the palladium. A little bit of it, ladies and gentlemen, is what you're going to need. And oh, by the way, oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is not good. Oh, I see. I was trying to log in, ladies and gentlemen, to my email address. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's real funny. And something came up, and it only gives you a time frame when you have to respond. So that's funny. I'm gonna do a couple of things because I'm on this thing now where more and more people are needing help. So I'm going to have down below in the description box for grants and help with other services to go to findhelp.org. For mental services, go to 211.org. And there's lots of nonprofits. They may be able to help you on several different fronts, from food to healthcare to bus passes, subway passes, to transportation help, to job training, to educational opportunities, all of this nonprofit wise. So that's going to be on every live stream from now on for sure. That also, for everyone that's in debt and you want to resolve your debt without having to file bankruptcy, without having to uh, do anything not paying it and getting into debt collections and messing up your credit for a few years due to debt collections. Let me do this real quick. Oh, and by the way, let me do this before I copy it. I'm going to put this in the chat room. All right. So here we go. There. Oh, I wonder if I could do this. I got an error last time when I tried to put this in. So anyhow, post-retirement travel. Oh, that's what he put down. Here we are. EV Place just became a member too. Thank you so much, Mr. You're number two. Thank you for your support as well for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. SSN fam, peace. I see you, Mr. Law of Compensation. Thank you so much. Let's do this, EV Place. Welcome again to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday Member Edition. 2 members in one night is awesome. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. We're taking off in the next couple of weeks, going to Punta Cana to check out our project and hit the hard rock. You know the drill. Let it rip. Exactly. We know the drill. All right. Hey, I love it when you start off with the nice, calm island of Dominican Republic in Punta Cana during this time of year. It'll be nice and calm, and the weather is not overheated. So, therefore, that October weather is a little bit better than a July weather, in my opinion, or June weather, or May weather. But anyhow, have a great time, man. I do know the drill. But the question is, where are you going after you leave the island, Puerto Rico? And then are we going on the Euro trip, European vacation? That ought to be pretty sweet. Anyhow, for everybody watching, this is where you have the links. They're in the chat room. You have no excuse. They're there. I also have links for you for the first one uh, in the description box down below. All right. So tonight is the night where gold, silver stackers, those people interested in gold and silver stacking, you might want to be interested. Those of you who want to find out more about grants, you can join Matthew Lesko, the guy that used to wear the, and still does, the question marks and used to have the infomercials late night talking about grants. Yes, he's still alive. He's still kicking. He has an army with him. Lots of people have their, he has a membership group, and I have it in there, letsgohelp.com. And again, you can pay to get in. I showed some of it on Friday. If you go in there, and they actually help you with other grants that are not on findhelp.org, because these people, there's thousands of people and they know about other grants that even Matthew Lesko doesn't really have the time to find out about. So they help each other. If you tell them what city or state you're in and what you're looking for, then there may be some help for you. That's right. There's help in America. It's just the United States government doesn't tell people about the helps that's available. So if you need help with anything, go to findhelp.org, put in your zip code. If that's not enough, then you can join Matthew Lesko's group. Do not do monthly. Monthly is like $20 a month. He only charges like $50 or $60 for 6 months, or $50 or $60 for the year. So no sense in paying monthly. Just sign up for the year. All right. Just saying. If you want to go over there and check some things out on Wednesday, I'm actually going to show more of the back office. Not today, because I wanted to go into some comment section and just make sure that it's, I don't know if I should be showing it, but I might show you a little bit. All right. EV Play says, I've received pickup date on Blue Marlin penthouses on October 30th. I'm still negotiating the price of extra work and labor with stairs. See, that's a bummer, man. That's a bummer. They're making you pay for their error, which is a bummer, and losing some square footage. Did they give you anything in return? That's the $1,000,000 question. Did they give you, I mean, what can they give you? You have the penthouse. Did they decide to give you some furniture or something for paying this extra money? I mean, something, because it seems like, I mean, are they waiving your HOA fees for a year or something? I mean, this is kind of bizarre, coming back to me after they mess up and making me pay. It's kind of bizarre, right? But hey, that's the way they do things over there. Are you saying their delivery date is October 30th? Okay, well, do they have title for this? Because now I'm believing. I used to think they were good guys, but now I'm thinking it's sketchy. Eric, can't keep up with SPYQQQVOO. The more we buy, the more they shoot up. Need some L's, tired of miss so many W's. Hey, all I can tell you is this is something that we talked about for a while. This is no shocker. It's going down. And yes, this is a beautiful thing when a plan comes together. No, nothing in return except 1.5 year delay. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. I don't understand. That's not good business. Making people pay more and not giving them anything is that's not good business. But anyhow, man, hopefully you get it resolved. But I understand you're one of the few that in your case, because you bought it so cheap, you have an advantage. But I mean, at least you bought it at the right price. So even if you did pay if it came out to be 5 grand, which again, who wants to pay 5 grand more? But the fact of the matter is, it is what it is. I mean, luckily you didn't buy it at 100 and something, which is the going rate now. At least you didn't buy it for like 170. And then they come tell you, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir, you got to give us more money, and you're paying top price. Your price is less than half of that." So on one hand, it's a bummer, it's disgusting, but on the second hand, it's all good. Negotiations still on. Oh, that's good then. So they didn't slam the door on you, going take it or leave it, which is a good thing. That's good to hear. Okay, so I'll refrain from determining if they're nice guys after all, or were they just playing one at the party? All right, we'll find out. But I'm glad to hear they're still negotiating instead of like most of the developers going take it or leave it. That's good to hear. All right, so I resume my faith then that they'll resolve this somehow. But you should be asking for something. I mean, I would. You should. You have to ask. Don't just, just hey, if we're negotiating, hey, I need something in return for this. Like post retirement travel at his location, they're delayed. They're done certain things, and I think they moved him up at least one more floor. That one more floor could be significant because that one more floor might even be able to clear the Hard Rock, and now he could have partial ocean view potentially. I don't know. Maybe he'll walk up there and tell us when he goes. Maybe he already knows, but he'll walk up there and tell us when he goes in a few weeks what's happening. And oh, by the way, since he's going on his worldwide tour, post retirement travel, you guys got to click on his profile link, subscribe to his channel, click the all notification bell because when he's going on the worldwide tour on Instagram and on YouTube, he has pictures, videos. You guys got to check it out. All right. So that would be a good thing. Go show some love. All right. So I'm going to be doing a few things in the background while I'm here. If you guys see, let me know if you guys see any, let me know if you see any advertisements. The way they set it up now, I don't know if it's instant or if I go back in after the live stream, but if you see any ads that pop up, let me know because I don't know if they should or shouldn't. Because I do have ads on, but before I used to be able to do it manually to make it be first and at the end, beginning of video and at the end of video. Now I don't know what happens because it does it. They automatically can put them in, apparently. So I don't really know, but let me know. But that's good. Like I said, negotiations still going on. Now we got to get this debt situation going on. Um, oh man. Oh wow. DIM pals. Oh man, thank you so much, man. All you guys, post retirement travel, EV place, DIM pals. I humbly appreciate your support, guys. Thank you so much for the love. I couldn't see how to become a member because I'm not used to, I'm not technologically savvy, but wanted to lend support. Okay, man, come on. You could do trading. You're technologically savvy. But thank you so much for your support, you guys. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Here we go. Yes, they moved us to the floor above, which has 12 more square meters of space. Oh, that's great. That's real great. Plus, they're giving us 3 55 inch. See, this is what I'm talking about. Wow. Wow. That is sweet right there. That's nice. That's cool. So does the next floor mean that you have ocean view or partial ocean view? Because that'd be sick. Talk about a bonus. And your prices, have they, last I heard, your prices were 400 grand for the same unit now, at least. So they must have went up over the last year, right? I don't know what they are now. But EV Place, I'm trying to at least to share extra 7K cost, 50/50. So it's 7K and you want them to do 3,500 each. Okay. I'm glad you're asking. Um, uh, I'm very happy you're asking them. Don't just do something. I love it, EV Place. You're doing the right thing, man. Great. DIM Pals, on the bottom left side of the screen, you should see a join button next to the subscribe button. Thank you so much for that post retirement travel. But thank you so much again, everybody. DM Pals has the superstar on his today. And also, let me go up. I think I got something else too I can do over here as well. Post retirement travel, EV Place. Thank you guys very, very much. I appreciate it again. All right. And thank you for letting us know how that works. Now, let's get into the debt, ladies and gentlemen, because it's no good. You got to free up money, disposable income, in order to buy equities. I don't care if you want to buy stocks, if you want to buy SPY, the markets, you want to buy VOO, VOOG, VTI, SPY, QQQ in the stocks. I don't care if you want to get gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and the precious metals. You need disposable income. How do you free up disposable income? You do the same thing that real estate investment trusts are doing as we speak. If you can reduce your debt, you have more money to invest. Now, 1 year to 2 years it's going to take. So what do? You see tracy.sharpe at Money Ladder. You email her. I'm going to put it in the chat room. I'm going to do this every day because we have more and more people getting more and more into debt. And that's hurting a large percentage of the population. And on our watch, we have 80% of the United States citizens living paycheck to paycheck. So you email her. If you want to know more information, she used to work with Resolve Finance. All right. She used to work with Resolve Finance. And now she works with Money Ladder. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. This is what's going to be in, if there's enough room, it might show it. But this is what's going to be down below in the description box. I'm adding it right now. So everybody that wants to get their debt reduced and not have to file bankruptcy, not have to get debt collectors on your credit file, which means your credit file can therefore be repaired, but you will not be able to get a credit card. Just keep that in mind for the 1 year to 2 years till everything gets pretty much, you're going to still have payments. You're going to reduce it. They're going to be able to cut off some of your debt. Now you get to pay it off, and the payoff in 1 year to 2 years is going to be your credit says paid in good standing. Now you have good credit once again, instead of debt collections or filing bankruptcy. Make your life a lot easier. All right. Do what the big boys do. I have the video from when she was on, so she can explain a little more down below in the description box and in the chat room. We have that. And so you guys have tools that you can change your life for the better, because this is going to all turn out to be nothing but money, money, and more money. You're going to need more of it in the future. All right. So let's just keep things very simple. How many people are going to be able to get a 20% raise over the next year, year and a half? Nobody. You're not getting a 20% raise. But prices will go up probably 20 to 30% if this trajectory that we have right now keeps going. And the Federal Reserve is not helping, quite frankly. So just keep all of that in mind. Now, let me get into some other things I'm trying to put down below in the description box for you guys, because we still have Robinhood, Webull, and we still have Moomoo. You guys still need to download that software. If you have not already, get your free shares of stock. Don't be shy. All right. No reason to be shy. And we're going to include Wealthfront, is where you set it and forget it. You put in $500 and they manage your money for free until you reach up to $4,999. Then that's what's going to happen. Okay. We make it very, very simple for you. Nothing crazy around here. You take your choices. You use your money for your choices. We don't do anything crazy. Now, I haven't mentioned about the bot tonight because I did mess up, and I went to church very early in the morning on Sunday. So Sunday night, 10 at night, I was already asleep. I don't get up at 6 in the morning, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that's like a rare event. In fact, it was so rare, it's only because my uncle said, "Hey, I'm thinking you want to go to church," and I said, "You know what? I've been to church for a little bit. Let's go." But I thought it was going to be 11 a.m. Next thing I know, the night before, he goes, it's 8 a.m. in the morning." I'm like, "What? Wait a minute, what? I got to, I hold up. I'm tired." I was like, "Okay," so I get up at 6:15 or something. I wake up, something like that. So from that time on, past that, I no, that's not me, ladies and gentlemen. Although early bird catches the worm is true. All right, that is very, very true. But no, I was sleeping like a baby while the gold market was going bananas. So I missed out. Let's just put it this way: it's not an L, but it is an L. Lost opportunity is an L. Just remember that, right? Lost opportunities are L's, and that was one of the L's. It's terrible, was the L's. Terrible, because I looked at it and I was like, no way. It went up almost uh, $75 or something crazy. So that right there is a problem. I lost out. It was mainly up all night, all day. I could have done it. I could have done haymakers, DIM pals. Because actually I was going to on my testing, which actually I'm going to do some testing tonight. And then on Friday, I'm going to be back at it. And I'll be testing this week, but I was going to do some testing tonight too, because I was actually not going to use the bot. I was actually just going to do trades and see what happens. So it's going to be very, very interesting all the way around when this goes down. But I think I'm honing my skills a little bit better. I'm studying. I've gotten some other information, but again, I'm no expert by any stretch of any imagination. But I do know now that I can actually at least go for bull runs, bear markets. I can at least look at some graphs. I'm getting some of it. I still haven't technically learned the 200 moving average or any of those averages that you can use to get a little bit better understanding of what's going to happen. But I'll get there. Don't worry. I'll get there, ladies and gentlemen. We study. That's what we do. We study. All right? We study. That's what you should always do. Okay. So we'll see what happens here, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, hold on. I need to do something over here. Okay. Mic check. Yep. All right. Let's see what else we got going on. We got a lot. It's too much to talk about, but there's the debt. Here we go, right here. Here we go. Okay, I missed something. Let me see what that was. Oh, okay. You can see that on the screen. Yep, it looks like it took, at least on some of the platforms, it stood there, okay, on the Twitch platform. It was also the links are there for everybody to see. If you want to get your loan and debts in order, you got 1 year, 3 months to do it. Actually, the runway's longer than that, but it's all good. All right, thanks. PRT. I still can't see it, but maybe I have to change some of my settings in YouTube app. Yeah, that could very well be it. Oh, it also depends on if you're on your phone or on your desktop. It matters. Just so everybody understands, right? I got to get my gear right. So keep that in mind. All right, just keep that in mind. It does matter what you're using. All right, because that happened to me back in the day. I can show if you want to do it manually, trading gold. Okay, I think I have it actually. I think I have it because I know how to do it manually now. That's the whole point. I didn't before. I thought it was some big to do, and come to find out, it's not. I was like, "Are you kidding me right now?" On your phone, right bottom corner, $sign. There you go. If you're on your phone, if you're on your desktop, it's probably somewhere else. All right. I can show if you want to do it manually, trading gold. All right. When you're gonna show? You gonna make a video? I've been waiting for the video, man, on your channel. I want to see the video. Can we do gold right now? Yeah, we can always do it, but it's no real markets are open. I don't think. I appreciate it, Mr. Law of Compensation. Send me a video or post it up on your channel, and then of course I'm going to show your channel. Yes, sir. Lavelle Israel, welcome to the Assassination Money Making Monday live stream. Another investors in the house. I know I said it twice, but welcome again. All right. Very happy to see you, Eric. Why can't you set up automatic buy inside the platform like Robinhood and Fidelity? You can set up your entry points and they will do it automatically. See, I'm not there yet. I was just doing manuals. Yes, there is a way I can do automatics too, but I didn't want to get into that yet. Are you referring to the gold USD trade? I haven't gotten there yet. I'm not there yet. But now that you mention it, if you say can do it at Robinhood, I'll go look. And Fidelity. I can look at either one. I got both. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for that. Wait. Let me check something here. Did he say you can set up your entry points and they will do it automatically? Buy inside the platform. Okay. Entry points. If I can do entry points, can I do exit points? That's the other question that I have, which I'm going to be testing tonight. I know. I mean, I can already do it. I've already found the stop loss. I found what I can sell at and all that. I see what I can do that. I just never actually have done it on the software, the MT4 software. But thank you so much. I will check that out because I do want to be able to do that, quite frankly. I want to be able to dictate if it reaches here, do this. Weird. There should be 4 options. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I know. Mine only has 2 options and I'm on my phone. Interesting. Okay. You do have it. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay, man. We'll get it. Yeah, man. Do. Hey, I've been waiting for you to post up something about some trading, man. I don't know why you holding back on me. See, you're the one that messed around and helped me out with Snapchat back in the day. All right. I need a little of your expertise on this other situation. All right. But obviously I always push you to make a video so you get monetized and all that stuff, right? And then I can just show it. And other people can actually go there and check it out too. Method to the madness. All right. Now back to this situation at hand. I'm trying to get you. Oh, wait. Okay. We got something here. There we go. Okay. Now I got it. All right. Now, also, you guys, now that we're back in business with all of my platforms, monetization all over the place, let's go back to something that I should have at the bottom, and that is business. We got business to talk about. And on Wednesday, I'll be talking about whatever I do on the Forex tonight, even though I'm a little apprehensive to do it because it went up so high over today. Tonight seems like it might be a drawdown, right? So we're going to find out. But now this gets me into, after I get off, I'm going to study a little bit and see about those moving averages and getting some of these, because I didn't realize, just like anything you do with financial industries, they always have a name for everything. I saw some things in MT4, I think it was called Bollinger, like a Bollinger graph. I saw names where they name graphs and charts. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? 200-day moving average. I see a 200 MA. This is fine, easy. When they use a name, I don't know what that means. So I can put it up there, I can see it, but I don't know what I'm looking at on this chart, right? They've got names. It's out of control. And there wasn't like two or three. I'm looking down a list and I'm seeing all kinds of names. And I'm sitting there going, see, this is what they do in the financial industries. They don't make it easy. They want you to figure out what the name is. And then I have to figure out what it correlates to and learn it. I'm, I don't have a mentor, right? I do have study, though. I am studying some things. So, but it's kind of wild how they do this. It's amazing, in fact. So, no shocker. Once again, I should load up some things and tell you all the different names. It's hilarious. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, no way. All these charts have names. I said, wow. That was just too much for me. Okay, here's the next thing. First of all, as you guys know, we have gear, and you can always go to stopstrugglingnow.com to get the gear. That would be awesome. And I'm going to also put that down below, as usual, in the description box at the very bottom, and also our social media platforms. All right, they're all at the bottom of the description box. Please register with all of them. The WhatsApp is not, and WhatsApp, everybody who's a member of WhatsApp, you're a member. It's very hard because I get all these scam artists trying to become a member and they're out of the country, which again, we don't even have people that even see me out of the country, at least on YouTube. Other platforms, yes, but they shouldn't know about our WhatsApp group other than when I say it. So I've stopped saying it because I get, like, as soon as I say it, I get like, over the next 24 hours, I get 10 people that don't have a picture. Their number is outside of the United States. And it's like some of the same prefixes or 9-2 numbers outside another country. And I'm like, no, I know it's a scam situation, because you can get people's info unless they've changed it. So I have to be very careful who I allow in the group. So again, that's what we got to talk about. Now, is there anybody who does not agree with gold and silver, platinum and palladium as a purchase right now or before? I mean, we used to talk about get a little bit of it. We still talk about get a little bit of it. Just like crypto, you got to get a little bit of Bitcoin and Ethereum. You can mess around with the other ones if you want. XRP is like hovering around $3. But the fact of the matter is, you should have Bitcoin and Ethereum. Those are the two big boy plays. XRP maybe because they've, gotten Ripple out of their federal government lawsuits, right? So again, there's opportunity all over the place, but you need disposable income. That's it, to invest. Or passive income, like the dividends from, even if you still have some Max ETFs or ORC, or let's see what's coming up. What just came up, PSEC is down under $2.70, 260. I can't believe it. It's down there where you can have nearly 20% return on your money. ARRs and ORCs, PSEC are the three I said already. AGNC is hovering around 13, 14. JEPQ we're still hovering around 11%, 11.1 at this price point. You have plenty of opportunities, ladies and gentlemen, to get dividend money and a higher than an average higher than 15%. That's what you're going to need moving forward. You have to have 15, 20% returns or more. And those days are getting harder and harder. He's like, what the heck? Facts. Indicators, exactly. The indicators, man. That's the thing. They got different names. That's it. Relative moving averages. Yeah, I figured that's what it is. But I'm like, okay, what's that name mean? And I'm like, we'll have to get to it. Yeah. I saw that too. Yeah, I'm like stochastic oscillator. I'm like, okay, that's nice. Great. What does that mean? Okay, my screen changed. Great. What am I looking at? What am I looking for? There are a bunch of YouTube courses on Forex. There's a class with volumes that takes you from beginner to expert. Well, please send me the email on that. That would be great. Yeah, I have something right now that I'm doing where they're taking it on a video through how you do it. That would be pretty cool. Learning about NVIDIA now. All you need to know about NVIDIA is they are one of the biggest chip providers for artificial intelligence on the planet. They have the software, so they sell the software. And nobody, well, they're ahead right now. Well, I'll just say ahead in the United States. They're ahead. So when they come out with like new software updates or software, like probably in December again this year. So that means any company who does not buy their software, they are going to be behind their competitors. So that's been their basically way they win. And then off of their software, they sell machines and the whole enchilada. So again, they're ahead right now, trying to stay ahead, spending a lot of money to stay ahead. And analysts have said their stock is pegged at it will be $200 to $250 sometime. Well, they were thinking sometime this year, which still we're 3 months and a half out of the end of this year. But that was when the stock was like 130, 125 or something in there. So that's why at the time it was like, you better get NVIDIA. All the analysts are saying 200 to 250 is the price point. So it was no shock when it went to 150, 160, 170, 180. And how close it already is to 200 is only like $17 away. And they're a favorite now with the federal government. The CEO just went with Trump to UK. So that's probably why there was a rally. But the point is, they are one of the favored corporations, just like Oracle, just like Apple, just like Microsoft, just like Facebook, just like Palantir. All of these are government winners. So that helps as well. So just keep that in mind. All right, EV place. I'm holding gold since 1400 per ounce. That's very, very nice for you. Yeah, that's when one of my things. Imagine having gold at 1400 per ounce, and then you go buy more because it's 3700. Your dollar cost average goes up to 16 or 18. It's like it's like I don't know what to do with that. I don't like to just to get my dollar cost average is buy more, but that brings my dollar cost average higher. There's nothing you can do about it really other than sit there and enjoy or buy a little bit more. But the fact of the matter is, that'll be your new price point for the latest purchase prices. But that's great job, EV Place. Are they doing something with streaming or gaming? Yes. Artificial intelligence. They have some of the best chips. So basically, the computers you're using for streaming or gaming, they're using usually NVIDIA chips. All right. So that's what they do. They have all of it, man. NVIDIA and AMD, by the way, which goes, I don't understand why they don't talk about AMD. AMD stock price is the same as NVIDIA, which is kind of bizarre, or within $10. I don't know what it's been lately. But That's crazy. But yes, I'm even putting it in right now. Nvidia is the top dog pretty much. Yeah, their last one I was just looking at it. Yeah, graphics, decoders, I'm looking at all of it. Graphics processing unit GPUs known as NVE and C, NVDEC. So they have like the GE Force RTX GPU shield devices as well as yeah, so they got a lot of stuff going on, man. And their latest thing was that Blackwell came out last year. At the end of December, they were testing it. So they're going to have something else coming out that's going to be better than Blackwell GPUs. And who knows what that'll be, but they're going to have to come out with something a hell of a lot better because other people are catching up. And they're spending billions of dollars on their AIs, which means their chips have to be special. Just keep that in mind. I'm looking for single chip, their NVIDIA Enforce 4s, Enforce 3s. Yeah. AMD 3 days ago released a new GPU out of nowhere. There you go. Yeah, AMD's no joke either. I shouldn't even, I forgot about AMD now that we're talking. But yes, they're all in it, man. Mr. Law of Compensation. All those moving averages, mostly for day traders, is basically the movement of a particular stock breaks the line, and it's a sign that it will continue that way, but not guaranteed. Yeah, that's what I figured. Brian P. Mr. Dividend is in the house. He's here doing the salsa dance, I'm sure. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he brings his tagline NVIDIA stock jumps on 100 billion. Open AI investment is swaying. Touts biggest AI infrastructure project in history. No way. No way. No way. No, don't play with me like this. You mean the good guys have OpenAI? NVIDIA and OpenAI made a deal? No way. When was this? No way. 5 hours ago. NVIDIA to invest up to 100 billion in OpenAI linking two artificial intelligence titans. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. 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 This is big time. Wow. Here we go. Here we go. No wonder their stock popped. But that was 5 hours ago. What's happening? Wow, Brian P. bringing the news. Wow, this is major, ladies. Yeah, they will hit 200 for sure. NVIDIA stock jumps. Happy day, Eric. He brings his tagline. Again, welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream with the bomb that just went off. They're definitely going to hit 200 now. Eric, I hope all is well with you. Happy day, SSN family. Smash that like button. You know what? What time is it? Market's open 24 hours a day. What's been happening, ladies and gentlemen? This happened 5 hours ago, well after market close. That means after hours should be above 183, right? Right? And if not, hey, some of you can do a 24-hour trade, you know. Oh, yeah. And you know what that also means. That's going to carry other stocks along with it. Let's see what happened. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's other people that knew about it. But after hours, it's going a slight downward trend into the 182s. That's interesting. But it did pop this morning at 9:30, 9:25. Wow. Opening. Just shot straight up. Was this an insider deal? Crazy. But nonetheless, that is one hell of a deal right there. All right. Well, let me get with Brian P because I got excited. Happy day, Eric. I hope all is well with you. Thank you so much. All is going well. Thank you. Happy day, SSN family. Smash that like button. Give it a one piece, ladies and gentlemen. It's all free. There's no additional cost. All free. Heard at Brian P. Yeah, exactly. No wonder the stock popped this morning. Stocks have to break. Here we go. Stocks have to break a previous high or low from the previous day, and it will continue in that direction. Forex is easier because the charts are more predictable. Okay, but they had a number of chart names. That's the $1 million thing. They had a number of chart names. It was out of control. Out of control. Out of control. So here, I'm going to pull some things up. All right. I'm going to pull some things up because, see, this is what I'm saying. Again, you guys can tell me that, right? You can say that, but this does me no good because I don't know what I'm looking at with regard to these charts. You say they do this highs and lows. Okay. All I see is lines on the page, right? I understand. I have candles. I understand all that. And I see it going up and down. But what you're saying is, how do I correlate? There's usually, well, most people, they have like, I see 3 signals, indicators, right? So I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. What is all this? Let me go see if I can find some. Where was it at? Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, let me go open this up. Oh, here we go. Moving averages, right? Where are these things at? Come on, guys. Where you at? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, hold on. Just a second. I got to get a chart up. I'm doing something in the background. It doesn't really matter. That chart works. Okay. Pull this over here. Okay. Yeah, this is crazy. All right. Well, it looks like I won't be able to do it, but it's okay. But nonetheless, uh, here we go. Here we go. I saw a whole list of chart names. It was crazy. Oh, yeah. See, here we go. Gann line, Fibonacci line, shapes. Okay. Arrows, Andrews pitchfork. See, this is what I'm saying. Why don't you just tell me what it is? That's what I'm saying. And then I had some other things too. I saw a whole list. It was out of control. I saw more than that because I saw that Bollinger thing and I was like, what is this? How are they doing me like this? Okay. But anyhow, we'll get to it, ladies and gentlemen, one of these days. Well, actually, it's going to be later on today, quite frankly. I'm going to be messing around. But I thank you for giving me this info, trying to get me ahead, up to speed, faster. I appreciate it. Greatly appreciated. Okay, DIM stocks have a break, a previous high. Okay, that's what I am. We'll continue in that direction. Forex is easier. Okay, people, don't Google anymore. They use Chat GPT. Incredible. The thing you can do with AI. Do you know you can ask Chat GPT for options Forex strategies? Yes, I do. My friends mentioned that they actually created a bot using, I think it was Chat GPT. Told it what to do. Type the parameters and let the AI guide you. Oh, there we go. Okay. I have something blocking my screen, unfortunately. I have something blocking my screen. What is that? Okay. There we go. All right. Here we go. This is it. There you go. Type the parameters. Let AI guide you. Yeah. I think I might try that too. Hello, law of compensation from Mr. Brian P. Check out your emails when you get time. Yeah, I tried to log in and I timed out before you showed up. Mr. Dividend, very happy. Nvidia said Thursday it would invest $5 billion in Intel at the purchase price of $23.28 a share as part of an agreement that will see the technology companies co-develop. Oh my. Okay, I see you, Nvidia. Very smart moves, Nvidia. Very, very smart. I see what you're doing now. I like the Intel play. I like the OpenAI play. I like all of this that you didn't have to develop it. You spent the money and you have the money because you're now a $1 trillion company. So it's minimal cost to you. I'm loving all of it. First of all, somebody would say minimal cost, $100 billion. So $1 trillion is 1,000 duffel bags of cash, $1 billion. So if they give up 100 out of 1,000, Most people would that would be good, right? That's not a lot, right? If you're valued at a few trillion, and let's just call it 2,000. You're valued at $2,000 billion duffel bags of cash, and you're only going to give up 100 for something that has been in operation on OpenAI for at least 6, 7 years. That's a pretty good deal. And the valuation is nearly at the same price that Elon Musk himself was trying to buy OpenAI, but those guys don't like Elon, so they said, no way, we sell to you, but they're going to sell to NVIDIA. So you got to love that aspect of it. I love all of it. Data center and PC products as well. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the data center situations, but oh well. People over the years make their own chart signals. They help, but not completely on point. I understand. It can never be completely. I get that. That's part of how the market works. So that's why manipulation is a thing as well. But I love these moves that NVIDIA is doing. This is great. They do two moves. They're making a side deal. That's five. That's crazy. 5 billion for Intel. Intel needs help. I don't even understand what happened to Intel. It's bizarre. I don't even understand. They just like gave up, not even trying to compete. Speaking of that, I want to go look at AMD stock price 159. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're at 159 right now. After hours went down a little bit. These chip stocks after the run up, they're coming down just slightly. Shocks with AMD stock verdict post Nvidia Intel deal. This is yesterday. So all this is going great according to plans. This helps all of the people out here that understand that the winners are going to keep winning. And so being part of investing in the winners will help you. We want people to win out here. I will. I will, Mr. Dividend. I'll be checking it out, man. As soon as I can get. Oh, hey, look, I got something. Just a second. I got to go look this up. I got something. Let me see. Do I have enough power? There it is. Okay, let's go. I think I'm going to be good. Oh, okay, here. I got to, man, fingerprint me and stuff. Okay, cool. Are you talking about the pairs? Yes. Talking about the pairs. Yes. Here we go. Insidious said Thursday would invest 5 billion in Intel. Yes, that apparently is happening or happened. Okay. Okay. Thank you. We're back. I can do that. Thank you. Glad. Finally. Didn't think I could do that anymore. Okay. Let's go. People over the years own charts. Yes. Okay. Data center PC products. Exactly. So everything's looking like it's according to plan. Okay, AMD stock falters as Intel Nvidia deal weighs on cloud ambitions. Exactly. This gets Nvidia keeps moving ahead, but AMD's no joke either. So again, AMD is still one of the best as well as far as I'm concerned. We talk about AVGO, Broadcom. They're going to be still in the hunt. Applied Materials is why they got a pop. So this tech market appears to be on point. I don't know what anybody can say bad against a few of these that's going to pull the market higher and higher. It's going to happen. So you got to think about it. The gold, the silver, the platinum, palladium, you need a little bit of that because those markets will also rise as the United States F's off their currency. It's that simple. That's the easiest way I can say it. They're going to F off their currency even more than they've done already. You're going to have a brick scenario that also is playing into this. More people are going to buy gold instead of investing in the US bond market. So again, this all makes perfectly good sense. 1 year, 3 months, perfectly good sense. So I just want to let you guys know I'm not going to be on here all day, all night. We're going to cut this one a little bit short because I got some things to do and get ready for tonight because I'm going to be awake and I'm going to check out the trading on bot one trading. I'm actually going to do some manual trades instead of running the bot at all because the bot is buying and selling seemingly like every second or every 2 seconds. I don't even know what it is doing in reality. And I don't really like that because the market, there are indicators that you can see. So if I have a little bit of help and figuring out what that is, that would help me greatly. But we will see how everything goes. So I'll have an hour or two to look at that, or three, and look at that for tonight. But again, thank you, Mr. Law of Compensation. Now, oh, what's happening here? Just keep me logged in. There were some things that Mr. Dividend sent me that I wanted to discuss last week. But again, my cousins were here and I was running all over. So as you guys know, I missed 2 days last week. Salesforce, huh? Okay, let me see if I can find something last week. Coinbase now lets users lend USDC on chain with current yields up to 10%. Holy smokes, what is going on? Now the government is allowing crypto to be used as a lending platform legally, which they've done in the past, but the other companies almost all went out of business. Oh my goodness, something major. All right, so we'll be talking. I'll make a video about this because that would be major on Coinbase, no doubt. Jeez, tuna sold at Costco recall for potential contamination and harmful bacteria. Gee, mini Christmas, man! Thank you for announcing that because if you go to Costco and buying the tuna, jeez, this is what I'm saying, man. This is what a declining empire looks like. More and more, this is going to happen, and this also goes with vaccines. This also goes with the medical situations, the toxins that's going to happen. It just gets getting crazier and crazier. And another Ponzi scheme somewhere. This is insane right now. This is insane. So protect yourself all the way around. A little bit of gold, a little bit of silver, platinum, palladium, even a little bit of copper at this point can go a long way as things go over the next year and 3 months to 2 years out and 3 years out. So again, it's going to be very, very interesting what happens. We got those parasitic flies um, who can infest in living humans. That's happened in California. I see this on the email. That's happened. I mean, every kind of thing. So be safe out here, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what you do. But you can't go wrong with the gold, silver, platinum, palladium, copper, and other commodities based on the fact that the United States is losing all the way around. We're still at around 11%. Dollar lost its value this year. We're still going to have a PCE report coming out. I think it's next week, and that's going to probably show higher inflation numbers. So people are bailing on the United States and buying more gold, silver, platinum, palladium, copper. That's what's going to happen. This is the sign when people around the world think that there's going to be a recession. And the fact that the US bond went up 1 percentage point. It's at 40. Sorry, not 40. It's at what is it? It's 4.1. I'm thinking 41 in my head. 4.15. All right. It was down at 3.99. And I figured it would drop a little more, but actually it went up 1.5, which means mortgage rates, they're not going to come down that much. 4.4 to 4.1 is 0.3%, which okay, you might get it in the sixes, maybe 7.1. But again, you need the excellent credit, ladies and gentlemen. So if you just now came and you need to improve your credit, go get Smart Credit. The link is down below in the description box. All right, that helps you out. There's also some other things that is down there that can help you with improving your credit. That's going to help you. All right. These are the things that's going to set you up for success in the future because, again, 80% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. This is not sustainable. Just letting you know, not sustainable. And everything's going to cost more. I told you my insurance for my car went up 50% year over year. Crazy, crazy stuff. It's so disgusting. 50%, and it went from like 110 to 160. That's over $1,700 a year, by the way. All right, that's insane. Oh, and it's not even for full coverage; it's for liability. Since rarely home this year, it's like we don't even drive the cars. Paying all this, and we're not even anywhere near our cars. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, and crazier. So these are the type of things that's going to keep happening. The cost of living is going to continue to rise. So you're going to need extra income from somewhere. Yes, Coinbase is also giving out 4.1% interest with USDC coin deposits. Very safe. I know that's a stable coin. So they're basically giving just what a bank would give. That's why this is getting crazy right now. It looks like the United States is going to go F around with some things they shouldn't be messing around with. Crypto, I mean, they're going to use stable coins as if they actually are something. They're going to say, okay, it's a stable coin, and then they're going to borrow against it like it has a value. When in reality, for me, it's like thin air, but to everybody else, it's like, let's say a stable coin is $1. Okay, it's $1. That means they have $1 in treasury. Okay, but as we know, $1 is not worth the paper it's written on. So does that mean they went out and bought $1 worth of gold? That's what we really care about. Is it backed by an actual product? Because if it's not, because you know what's coming next, the stable coins are going to do just what a bank does. They're going to say, okay, 4.1%. We'll give out loans now, right? They're going to do just whatever. We'll give out loans. We'll allow you to do margins. We'll like, now all of a sudden they're going to be at risk. This is insane. But anyhow, you want to improve your credit, get with Smart Credit. That's a credit monitoring system. They have great, great tools at your disposal to improve your credit, help you improve your credit. On-time payments, all three credit bureaus, your FICO 8 if you want to buy a liability such as a car. You got hiring index score also. So that helps you out greatly when you're looking for you're out there for job hunting. And then they have the identity theft fraud, which also helps you as well. So just keep that in mind. All of that is with Smart Credit. The link is down below. In fact, I'll put a link here. And then if you want other ways to improve your credit, then there's also no qualifying, no credit. Well, they do a credit check nowadays, no qualifying, but they still check your credit and they'll give you an installment trade line to improve your credit scores. So there's 3 opportunities down below. So go see Self Credit, National Credit Direct, and Credit Strong. All of them help you out, ladies and gentlemen. And down below in the chat box, you'll find the Smart Credit link. All right, just keep that in mind. Electricity bill went up by $150 here in Florida. See, this is what I'm talking about. Talking about Costco, their membership is what? Are you kidding? Wow, $150. We're taking 1 step forward and 2 backward. This is insane. Yes, yes, and the funny part is we talked about this a few weeks, maybe 2 weeks ago, when I said when Trump's going around the world and he's talking to these guys and they're saying they're investing in our energy, they're getting our energy. This is what people do not understand. So that's why our bills are going up. They're allowing $600 billion worth of energy to be sucked out from the United States to get revenues into the US. But what that does is our electric grid can't even support what we have now. So they're sucking out the electricity or energy, and then we have to pay for it. Our bills go up. It's insane. This is crazy. So yeah, unfortunately, everybody's bill is double. I mean, as far as I know, our energy bill's double. It's crazy. It doubled. Listen. Our bill used to be 80 dollars electric bill. That's it. Somewhere like $84, $82 every month. 170 now. It's insane. It's insane. The same with the gas. The gas bill also like 60, 70% more. I'm just like, is this for real right now? This is crazy. And some people be like, okay, Eric, that's nothing. Yeah, it is nothing really. I mean, at our the other houses was, like I said, the biggest house I ever owned. The electric bill was $400, and 350 to 400, and we could be gone for months. The electric bill's 350. Just breathe, the house just breathing, it was 350. So I can only imagine now that that same house, it was probably $800 a month. It's insane. It's insane. I should call up my neighbors and ask them. I'm pretty sure they're gonna. Well, the other neighbors had children and stuff like that, so that means they're using way more electricity than just having two people in the house, and occasionally somebody comes and stays over for a little bit, a day or two, and gone. Their bills got to be a lot higher, right? They're probably paying $1,000 a month easily, easily. Crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yep, Brian P. Crazy, man. This is exactly right. This is what's going to continue to happen. This is why I told you guys, you got 1 year, 3 months. You better be making some more money. You better have assets. You can borrow against your gold, silver, platinum, palladium. You can borrow against your stock holdings. You can borrow against your buildings, your real estate. You can borrow against your business revenue. You can borrow against assets. All right. So if you have to do anything, you can always borrow, but you need assets. And the other reason you need assets is because you need passive income coming in that you don't have to work for. The older you get, you cannot keep working two jobs, right? That's not humanly impossible. That's almost humanly impossible. Not getting enough sleep, you're going to have medical situations arise, all kind of things. So just keep that in mind. Keep talking about it. We have to secure more income or we won't make it. I don't know how low income folks with families do it. Exactly. They don't. What they do is they sacrifice one for the other. Like, I can't pay this bill, so I can't pay my medical bill, so I'll have to leave the medical off. Then it's just what we talked about before. I made a video about Good Luck America, Americans. It had to do with just what's happening right now. So you have to decide, okay, my electric bill's higher, my gas bill's higher. Now, what choice do you have? I have to buy less food or make food stretch a different way by buying cheaper options and less healthy options. So all of a sudden, you got to do that. Then you start going, well, just what's happening in America right now. No insurance on their vehicles. People take the insurance off their vehicles. They go, okay, don't have the insurance on my vehicle. That frees up like $200 or whatever, $150 a month. They're taking risk. That's what's happening. People keep going down the list. They go down the line. They're just like, okay, I can live without that, live without that. I'll sacrifice that. And that's what's happening right now until you get to that point where you've sacrificed all the things that you felt you could live without. And then all of a sudden, something happens. And that's why it's going to be a problem. And without assets or additional revenues coming in, you're toast. That's why we talked heavily about having dividends, because you need dividends. If you want something relatively safe, 10%, then go with JP Morgan, JEPI, JEPQ. At least you're at 9 or 11%. So at least you know you'll have that. At least get into the dividends where you know you have, I don't care if it's $100 a month coming in. That's still some more additional money that's coming in your pockets versus having to get rid of something and say, even you can use that to pay for bills because bills are going to keep going. Your next year property tax bills, I'm even afraid to open it in November or December. I don't even want to see it because of what they're doing. I mean, 4 grand for a 200 something $1,000 house is insanity right now. And it's going to go up next year. I mean, this is insane. Insurance. I mean, this is this is just so sickening. And we can only do so much because if you don't have more additional uh, income coming in, you can't invest. Loans to buy food is unacceptable. Oh, by the way, thank you, DIM Pals, for mentioning that. Can you believe it? Checkout at grocery stores now, they have that Klarna or buy now, pay later. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So now they're doing that. Buy now, pay later for checkout for food. And that's what we're talking about. Loans to buy food is unacceptable. Exactly. This is exactly what's happening. This is why it's getting. This is what's stretching. People are using that because they don't have any additional money. Then once they can't pay that, then what are they doing? See, findhelp.org. You better get that on your checklist. Everybody, you should get that if you live in America and you might need help with anything. Go to findhelp.org, put in your zip code, and find out all the things that can potentially help you. A lot of people's going to need this help. One of the largest measles outbreaks in the U.S. is now centered in the bordering areas of southwestern Utah and Arizona. That's no surprise. Again, this is very dangerous by not having these. These were basically eradicated. Then we get some clowns that say, oh, don't take them. Homeschool your kids. Well, see, don't take them and homeschool your kids does not protect you unless your kids never go to the store, unless your kids never go to a playground, unless your kids don't mingle with their neighbors. I mean, there's no way you can protect your kids if you don't take vaccinations of the basics like a measles, rubella. Come on now, that's kind of like, why are you subjecting people to measles? This is insane. This is insane. Literally, you can look it up. How many cases of the measles were there like 3 years ago? Two. I mean, we're talking single digits because people weren't silly enough to go, oh, whoa, I don't need to take. This is insane right now. This is silly, insane. I can't even believe we have a government that's doing this, basically trying to kill people on purpose. This is ridiculous. And it's going to keep going because what's going to end up happening, just because you're vaccinated does not mean you can't catch it. It just means that if you do catch it, at least you may not have to die. That's all it really kind of means. And it stops you from having any of it escalating. But if a person has the measles, I'm vaccinated, and 3 people have the measles, they're around me, I potentially even vaccinated could have it. That's why you vaccinate everybody so nobody gets it, except for 1 or 2 people a year. I mean, this is so sickening. And people call themselves Christians. I'm sorry. This just bugs me when people say they have a certain point of view and they say that they're walking with the great one, but yet they're willing to sacrifice people like we're freaking Mayans or something by sacrificing people on a temple. I'm just like, this is getting insane when you don't have to. This is crazy right now. All right. See, here we go. All but one of the 22 confirmed cases are among unvaccinated. Of course, school age kids, the Southwest Utah Public Health Department reported in Mojave County, Arizona. This is in the rural areas too. Mojave County's kind of rural. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. 23 confirmed are among unvaccinated, all but one. See, that's what I'm talking about. There's going to be, look at this, 23 cases. You're going to have 2, 3, 4 people unvaccinated getting it. And then the people that are vaccinated, some of those people are going to catch it because enough people are around them. That's not, vaccinations do not stop anything. It eliminates, to make sure that your body actually has antibodies to fight it in the first place. But if there's enough stuff, your body still, it can fight it, but you're going to get sick, right? It's just like COVID. You're going to get sick if enough people don't have the vaccination and don't believe in it. And so then what happens? A few people are going to have it, and you're going to keep going. And now some of these people have gotten on planes, had their family members, and all. It's just this is unnecessary. We already have a few hundred cases of measles, where in fact we only had single digits over the last, I don't even know, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40, 50. I mean, this is outrageous. Somebody should be fired. Or your bookings still suck? Yeah, mine do. Keep in mind, September is the lowest month of the year. Everything gets hot again after Halloween. Yeah, my bookings suck. Um, got got an uptick for a minute, but it's only because of Vegas scenarios. But they still suck. I mean, I'm still like under 10%, man. Because as each month goes by, for the year, we're getting less. It doesn't help. I would need something crazy to happen, like have 10, 20 bookings in a month or something. It's not happening. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And my bookings are different than yours. Even though you're in a resort area, mine are all in resort areas that are high season somewhere. And to get 1, 2, 1, 2 every month, that's not cutting it. Right. So, but I mean, the deals that I have end up being pretty good, but it's still not, that's not good. That's not what we want. And what I was getting ready to say is there's closer. People are hitting me up going tomorrow. They're hitting me up going like 2 days, 3 days, or it's during a time that's already something's happening in the city and they can't find anything. So now they're trying to hit me up, but I don't have it either. So that's what's happening. It's not like when people used to do 3 months, 6 months, month ahead. No, time frame is shorter for me now. That also tells me, see, that's the other thing. We know there's not enough money. Even for the people that have the money, they're cutting back, going, hold on. We don't know what the economy's doing, how much things are going to cost. So I think it's at best if we don't do anything. That's what's happening. It's getting out of control. But, you just never know. Can you control the nightly rate of the company? Yeah, I control everything. I I mean, I can do something like just reduce prices to 30, 40% off. But if I do that, then we start talking about, you know, it, somebody does a reservation, I make like $200 maybe or something. I mean, the way I have it in my head, because I have numbers that I want. I'd rather not even do anything. And I have other things that you don't have. Like, for instance, when you're at Margaritaville has what you don't have. They have inventory. So Margaritaville, if they said, well, I want to reduce the rate, they could, right? Well, I'm different. What I do is I have other connections, right? So I don't hold the paper. Other people are holding their paper. I call it paper just so people understand. The paper is they're holding an IOU. So I contact them and say, hey, I know you need money for this because you haven't rented. You got any points? Do you have any time? And so I don't have to hold the paper. So, but the problem is because of inflation and the same thing we're dealing with, what we used to do before, they can't do now. And they go, hey, it's not this price anymore. It's 200, 300 more. And that's where for me, it works out fine. But again, I'm not getting that many reservations like I used to. I used to get so many reservations, I had to turn people away. It was crazy. I basically, I think I showed you guys one time that I had 300 and some odd reservations a year. I think I showed you guys before. I had 400 and something one year, 300 and around 50 or 60 another year, 320 some. Literally, I used to have a reservation a day on average from all of my properties. That means a check like every 2, 3 days. I mean, it's like crazy. Some people have 3 day, 3 nights, 2 nights, 4 nights, 7 nights. So literally, I would have Airbnb payouts nearly every day. That's how crazy it was. So not anymore, because I don't have that many people going to tourist destinations willing to pay double what they paid 3 years ago. Because that's what it turns out to be. And that's where the problem's coming in. Because it works its way all the way around supply and demand, right? Supply and demand means if you have less people coming, other people reduce their rates. That has an effect. So a bunch of things are happening. September 2020, Coinbase Derivatives expanding its product suite with the launch of equity index futures. Are we kidding right now? Oh, I knew this was going to happen. I told you guys this is going to happen. This is no shocker. This is no shocker. They're treating crypto now as like a stock, like a Robin Hood, they're treating this like they're going to use them. I told you guys they're going to use this stuff. They're going to get assets under management and they're going to get loans against it. So Coinbase, they got the green light apparently. They're doing a Mag 7. This is crazy. I mean, it's what's the difference between a dollar and a crypto? There's still thin air, right? So I guess this is insane. Combined exposure to both traditional equities and cryptocurrency ETFs, we're diversifying our U.S. derivatives platform beyond single asset offerings for the first time, launching a new equity index. Golly, man. Again, this devalues the currency when you're using something else, treating it as a currency. This is a no, no, no. American citizens, good luck, because they're transforming our US dollar based system into a crypto based system, which is an electronic, which is also trackable, traceable. And just think about, you have to hold your stuff inside Coinbase. Just like I, this is close to almost a banking scenario. You're not going to have your keys if your stuff is being held by them. And I, no, not happening with me. So again, have a banking, have a bank outside the U.S. Number one, business outside the U.S. if you can. Number two, or real estate outside the U.S. because this right here is what I fully expected them to do. They're going to treat this just like a stock market scenario. Product that provides thematic exposure to a wide range of innovation. Come on, where are they getting that chit chat from? Damn. So what happened? People can't afford the new prices, or that's because there is more supply. More supply. Just what's happening in DR right now. Lots of supply. Actually, it's not just DR, it's supply. There's less. First of all, remember, I do condo, hotel, timeshare, so I'm a little, well, you, so basically, the hotel charges more. Great. But there's less people traveling. So we have a supply of guest problem. Just like right now, Vegas is down 30%. So if Vegas is down 30%, that leaves a whole bunch of supply on the market, which now means prices have to come down, right? But how can prices really come down when your cost has increased? That's what we're dealing with. So it's not really like you can bring them way down. It's just that you hope that they have enough events that are sold out, but they're still not like they used to. 30% is significant. When you're talking about, I think there's probably 100,000 rooms in Vegas. That's 30,000 less people. That starts adding up per month. That's significant. So that's what we're talking about here. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have stuff everywhere. Hawaii, you know how much it costs on a plane to go to Hawaii now? People are flying there less, right? So, Florida, right? Used to be the hot spot all the time in Miami, at least. Not so hot because the prices are higher than they're high. So, everything is out of whack for me. Let me see. We're in October now. So, normally I would have been messing around with the Gatlinburg area. Well, some of the places started changing the way they do things. I have the water park area over there. And then they started saying, well, you can only use set days. They restricted what we can do. All kind of stuff is happening because people have less revenue, so they start making rules upon us. It's crazy right now. Real crazy. A lot of factors, man. But nothing good. Nothing good. And it also is based on, like I said before, 80% of the population living paycheck to paycheck in America. That's not good. We also, remember, I do timeshare, condo, hotels. It's based on tourists. So when we have a government that is detaining legal citizens who are visiting the US, Canadian citizens are worth billions of dollars. Florida knows this. Cali knows this. Billions of dollars lost. Mexican tourists or Latin tourists, they don't even want to show up because they're going to get detained or arrested. So all of Latin world is skeptical about coming to the US. So that's out. I mean, then you have Australians and people from UK getting detained and deported. So now you have those guys not coming, and all those people are my customers. That's what I'm saying. It's like bad. It's bad. It's bad. No, not in the rental pool. Nope. No, no rental pools. Not for me. No. So there's no revenue coming from other units rented. No, I'm not in the rental pool. No, not in the rental pool. Which you starting to think about. I can only, you know what? I got to go look. I got to see what's happening with the guys that have those condo hotels in Vegas. Because if they're down 30%, my God, can you imagine going from 70% occupancy rates down to 40? And because of insurance, your HOAs have to go up. I gotta go check on my boys that are at the MGM, see what's happening because last year they raised theirs to $1,500, their HOAs, and I'm pretty sure they went up because their insurance bill should have came out again for next year's renewal, and I'm sure it went up. So, and the electricity's gone up, everything's went up, and now you have 30% less. So that means some people they're only getting like 40%, 40 to 45% occupancy rates. And they can't really reduce their prices when you got $1,500, $1,700, $1,800 a month HOAs. That 82% buying it at 250,000, hey, you were golden. But now a 30% or 40 to 45% occupancy rate with rental pool, like you just said, the rental pool, yeah. Now you're paying 50% of empty units have to share in the profits. That's not good. That's not good at all. So for me, like I said, I had to scale my business a little differently. And luckily for me, I got a lot of people who are in the boat of the same boat, not having as many sales as before. So if I need something, I can go get it that I don't have to run the paper on nor pay the HOA on. So I have a little bit of saving grace. But again, I need more supply. I mean, I need more people renting. It's not happening. So I'm taking L's. So I'll be able to do something when the F1 comes to Vegas, but that's November. I'll be able to do something this October in Vegas too. I'll be able to do some Scottsdale, DOA, because this is not the time for anything in Arizona. Disney, same rules applying to me. The prices have escalated to where people have choices now to go. And if they're not in the Margaritaville land, which I'm not, I don't have that favored place to stay. I just have places that, okay, it's one block to Disney. Great. But now, again, we have a downturn in tourism. So it's bad. It's bad. Yeah, wait. 1,800 for HOA per month? Yes. I thought I was paying too much at 390 per month. Yeah. The MGM condos, man. Gee, yeah. Yeah. I just said 1,800 is probably is now. It was 1,500 last year. That was the new price, 1,500 last year, but a lot has happened between last year and now. Insurance is higher, energy costs are higher. They have a 30% decline on tourism in Vegas, which I'm assuming they have to be affected at least 20%, right? So instead of 70% occupancy rate there, it's probably 50. I can guess 40, but I'll just give them benefit of the doubt 50. But now you have to share your revenue with all the units that are not available because they are in the rental pool. And I'm pretty sure that if they paid 1,500 last year, I'm pretty sure they're being taxed because the property taxes also rising. No way around it. Property taxes, insurance, and maintenance and upkeep all rising. So there's no way. I'm pretty sure they had tacked on another 200 at least. If it's not 18, it's going to be 17 a month. NGM signature condos, hotels. I'm just saying. And they're selling these things for 300 and some grand, which is even another travesty because now they can't sell them because that 1,800 HOA and it's a condo hotel means it's a commercial property, not a livable space. So therefore, they have to put 20, 25% down if they want to buy it. And then they're going to have like a 8%, 9% loan because it can't be a primary residence. So they're, so nobody can buy the condos. They can't get out unless they're one of the people that bought it like 250,000. They might be able to get out because somebody would say, okay, they could say, give me 300 instead of 350, 375, you know. But again, yes, you heard me right, man. That's the MGM signature condos. It's crazy. 390 is high. That is high per month. That's like 4Gs a year, 4,500 a year for HOA. That's pretty expensive. But in your case, the thing is though, your space is different. That's one night. So you can't really, I mean, that's for one night. That's not, in the case of the condos in Vegas, that is not one night. That is like, what do they charge there? I think it's, well, they do charge 300-400 or something. So yeah, it's going to be 3 or 4 nights a month has to go towards their HOA. You one night a month. So and again, some of these people have mortgages, so they're paying to rent. It's crazy, crazy stuff. We don't want you in that situation, ladies and gentlemen. Just remember. All right, gold and silver, palladium, precious metals. These are the ones you guys want to get a little bit of that. You want to get yourself some stocks, real estate, get your credit in order. You have 1 year, 3 months to go. Get it in order. We have a runway. I set up a runway every time. The runway's longer than 1 year, 3 months, but get started now because I don't know what's going to happen next because I got the FTC. I mean, we got a government that's trying to control everything. Now the FTC, they removed that person that runs that. I'm like, oh my goodness, what are you doing now? You're going to destabilize the media. You're going to destabilize information, which now means outside of the U.S., people are not going to believe even more stuff. This is effectively killing United States middle class and lower classes. Our upside is no longer going to be an upside. Why don't you sell and buy long-term rental property? No, no. I don't like long-term rental properties. Forget that. Um, I'm getting rid of a few things. This is true, but I'm not doing long-term rental. Never, ever. The reason I'm going to say this, things are already happening with long-term rentals because people don't have money. They have to get evicted, or, well, foreclosures also rising. So I don't want no parts of that ever. I only want short terms. So I'll live and die with the short term. I don't mind. I'll be able to fade it a little longer. But if this keeps up over the next cycle, my cycle starts the January, February, March, up until then. So if whatever happens between now and January, February, March is going to dictate what I'm going to do after. Because if things are going sour, if I don't have reservations far enough in advance at the end of December for Scottsdale, the spring training sites, and some other things, then I know things is like, this is going to be very, very bad. Because if that's off the tables, no waste management, hardly none of that like usual, then I know there's a problem. I already know there's a problem, but how deep is it going to go? I don't know. Yeah, I've been diversifying. Let's just put it that way, taking some things out. That's why I was willing to take a chance on the bot to see what happens and have two of them. So starting on Thursday night, we'll be back, or maybe Sunday night. I don't know yet. But either way, Thursday night, we'll be running two bots. All right. So I'll let you guys know what's happening. But yeah, I'm thinking of all these exit strategies myself, getting rid of my stuff, liabilities out the door. I've ran this for 13 years. So it's like I've gotten my money's worth many, many, many times over. So I've been reducing my assets a little bit, slowly but surely, getting rid of liabilities because we do have an IOUs, not loans, but still have property management or property HOAs, things like this that I got to pay. So might as well get rid of them. So again, I'm getting rid of some things already, and I'm using other people who I know that also do short-term rentals, and I'm using their stuff and making profits off of their stuff and my stuff. But I still don't have enough people wanting things to stay anywhere. People are pretty much staying at home. They're saying, forget it. I'm not going to go spend extra, whatever, 300 a night, 350 a night, 400 a night. I'm not doing that. I'm going to stay at home. Or alternatives. I don't know what their alternatives are. But I know my rental has been down all year. We're talking 10% all year. So that's a sign for me, because that's the streets. That's not like Margaritaville has their customer base. I'm not them. So therefore, when I have a situation like me where I stay on, like at the end of this month, New Orleans, or October, sorry. At the end of October, I normally have reservations, people hitting me up for the Halloween festival at the end of October right now, right? Not happening. All these signs keep coming up where people don't want to spend the money. I can't blame them. I can't blame them. They need to fire the marketing team. Margaritaville has a team that gets on the road and travel to places outside the USA for marketing. Yeah, remember, again, post retirement. I mean, Margaritaville, they're different. Remember, they have a club. They have all inclusives. They have boats and ships. They have a marketing group just on their own that can bring customers to different areas. Like either stay here, or stay on an island, or stay on a boat, go on a boat to. So they have a whole ecosystem of customers. So their cruise customers can come stay. The people that aren't cruise customers that go to their land says, let's go on a cruise. They have they have their own little what do you call it? Your club, your travel club, where people come in and pay them like $20,000, $30,000. So then that gives them X amount of nights at any Margaritaville location, just like the other guys do, right? Same thing. So they have customers already built in, and they have money coming in from outside their own customer base. That's what makes these all inclusives very powerful, because all of the all inclusives have that. And so people go, well, how do they keep money even if nobody shows up? It's because other people already paid 20, 30 grand, and they pay annual dues, and it's already in the coffers. So they, even if nobody showed up at any location, they have multiple millions of dollars coming in every year just from their club. So that's that's what people don't realize, that their little secret on how they're able to. So when people go, oh, it's a bad occupancy rate for these all-inclusive places, like when people said Punta Cana, how come they didn't have a problem that much? And I'm like, well, they have clubs. People already gave them 30,000, 50,000, 100,000 in some cases to use X amount of nights at any of these all-inclusive resorts. And then they're like, what? I say, yeah. So nobody has to show up, and they've made hundreds of millions of dollars, especially the big ones. Every year, they're charging people a few $1,000s. All you need is what, 3,000 members of your worldwide club to pay 3 grand. I mean, come on, that's not hard to figure out. So that's what's going on with that. Yeah, Margaritaville, all the all inclusives. That's what they do. They get customers from many different sources. They're not just a hotel. That's the other difference. Most places are just a hotel. They don't have a boat, right? They don't have their own cruise ships. They don't have an ecosystem. They are not. They don't have. They all have a club, but then they have a club and just a hotel. Hotel's expensive, right? Hotel's very expensive to own and operate. 50% of your profit is generally gone, just like any other investment, but sometimes it's 60. And if you have IOUs, it starts getting really crazy. Loans or anything, it gets crazy. But anyhow, I'm going to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. It's almost 2 hours. I want to thank everybody for being here. Make sure you smash that like button. I didn't talk about the Forex yet because the trading bot, okay, it's nice. It works. It would have, last night would have been a great day because it went up and up and up and up and up rapidly. But I wasn't in last night. Let's find out what happens tonight. I'll be looking. I'm not going to enter the market because I'm going to actually do my own personal trading. Because, like someone said, I believe it was DIM Pals, or maybe it was MDA 0214. I can do my own. It was an MDA 0214. He said it on Friday. If I enter into a trade, at least I can hold it longer and not have an immediate situation like the bot. The bot's like buying and selling at a lower price to have a loss. Even if it's minor, it's still an L, right? Even if it's 20 cents. But if you do that 100 times at 20 cents, okay, it starts adding up. And it also does the profit. So we'll see what happens. So I said, hey, you know what? I'll just see what happens when I enter multiple trades myself, unlike the bot, and see how that works out and change my number from zero point 0.01 and maybe increase it to 0.04 or 5. I won't get carried away, but we'll see what happens. I'll figure that out later in about 2 hours. But once again, thank you everybody for being here. I love you guys very much. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, ladies and gentlemen, and that's why you have to watch your back. You have to be the CEO of your life. Your family's going to need you to pay attention because there is no way you can stay with this 20% price increase without actually getting a wage increase. You're going to have to figure out right now before you lose your disposable income, because it's going to be 85% of people are going to be living paycheck to paycheck by the end of this year in America. We're gonna match Canada. All right. It's going that way. In fact, it has to because prices have increased significantly, not just a little bit, significantly all across the board. You cannot sustain yourself if property tax goes up, your property insurance goes up, your health insurance goes up, your car insurance goes up, your energy bills go up. There's no way that it's going up 2 or 3 or 4% or 5%. No way. All facets of your life matters. And that's what you have to think about. And with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what you do, make sure you keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.